Hi everybody, welcome back to Crochet with Me Mondays, and we are going to continue working on my Afghan. And we'll see how far we get today. And I went ahead and balled up the rest of this skein. So this is how much I have left to work with to finish up the length, and then I will pull out the next skein and we will start the border. So updates. My dad is home from surgery. He ended up staying in the hospital a few days longer than what we originally thought he would have to. And then he spent a few days in rehab, but he came home on Tuesday of last week, and so he is home, he is doing well and stuff. So, and I am a pound away from my goal of being able to have my surgery. So I am almost there to have my surgery. So those are my updates for now. But I hope everybody is doing well. And enjoying their holiday. So I have coffee in my cup. So what projects are you guys working on? And if you are currently working on a project while you're watching this video, what is it and what is in your cup? And I did say that I was going to put a stitch marker or something at the beginning of this row so we could see. I'll put it at the end of the last row that I had completed, so that way we could see how much. Let me tilt the camera a little bit. Let me see if I can scoot in. Bring the camera down a little bit. There we go. That way you guys can be able to see my hands. you guys can also see me up here in the top right corner as well. But if you guys have any completed projects, or any whips or anything that you're working on, excuse me guys, and it doesn't have to be crochet related. If you like to share, you guys can share it over on my Facebook group. I am going to, one of my goals is to be better over at my Facebook group is, one, posting my things over there more, and then I want to start sharing your guys' stuff out more over here on the channel from what you guys post over there. And I want to be a little bit more active with the group. So I think that's I want to incorporate the group with the channel more. So that's why I don't want to add any more videos to the lineup right now, and of course because will be having my back surgery soon, so I do want to be a little more proactive with the group and connection with the channel. Trying to this Afghan has gotten long, I think. I should have checked to see the length of it before I started the video. But I didn't think about it before I turned on the camera. But that's all right. think I will go ahead and measure it. Once I'm done with this row. I'm looking to see, and I should have. I thought I had. My measuring tape. I have one right behind me. I know that I do. Oops. It's going to be kind of interesting trying to measure this out. So right now it's approximately 63 inches, which is that's 5 feet, 5 feet 3 inches. And see, and I'm about 5'8". So it's almost as long as I am tall. So, hang on a second. Okay. But yeah. So, this blanket, this Afghan is 5 feet 3 inches, 5 inches long. And I'm approximately 5 feet 8 inches. So it's 5 inches short of being, and it's not an exact measurement, but which is a good length for an Afghan. And then when I add the border to it, which will add about another inch or two, probably about another inch to the bottom and the top, so that'll make it about 5 feet 5 inches. So yeah. So I think I'm thinking probably, because let me see. Yeah, because 2 rows equals an inch. So if I do about another 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, wait. Another 4 rows. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute while I'm trying to do math here. Yeah, if I do about another 8 more rows, maybe 7 rows, 7 more rows, and then, there it is. And then do my border. That should be about the perfect length. So we'll see how many more rows I can do with what I have left. So I've completed a row, so see about doing about maybe 7 more rows. Here I go again, getting my hands out of view. And I've kind of changed up my setup a little bit. I'm still trying, guys. Trying to get the right, there we go, the right position here. This medicine that I'm taking, that Zepbound, it curbs the appetite, but I don't know if it's that for sure, but my mouth, I'm constantly having to drink liquids and stuff and everything because my mouth gets dry. And I went and saw my rheumatologist. He took me off of my arthritis medicine, and he's given me a medicine that I take only as needed because the arthritis medicine is affecting my my kidneys. So he wants me to see a nephrologist to have my kidneys checked to make sure that everything is okay, and that if there's anything else that we need to be doing. And stuff, and hopefully it's just that medication that's dropping my kidney values. So if anybody is on any type of of arthritis medicine, please make sure and stuff that your doctor is keeping an eye out on your doing blood work and checking your kidneys and stuff, because that medicine's processed in your kidneys. So yeah, so we'll see. That's something else I need to do. If they don't call me within the next few days, I need to call them and make an appointment. I've completed 1, 2, 3 rows. And what I'm thinking for the border, what I might do is go 2 times around with just regular single crochet, and then the final time will be this special single crochet. I've probably mentioned this before, but I saw this way of doing single crochet on, I believe it was on Facebook. It was an interesting way of doing single crochet, and I thought that would look neat on this Afghan. So I thought I'd do 2 rows of just regular single crochets, and then the 3rd row would be doing that that unique single crochet. So I will definitely show that on camera when I do that, so that way you guys can be able to see that stitch. change my angle here on the camera since I kind of changed my position. I definitely want you guys seeing my hands. You guys see. It definitely will be important except when I'm doing the border, especially that last row of the border. Now you guys saw this little extra poofy stuff. Normally I would have, let me back up to that. You see how that is right there? Normally, if I was making this for somebody else other than myself, I would have cut that out of there. But since this is for myself, I'm not too concerned about that. So I'm just gonna work that in there, and then when I come back through with my next stitch, it's right there in this part, and that's where when I come back across, my stitch will catch that. So I'm not worried about that, because this is going to be mine. So but yeah, if I was making it to sell or to gift to somebody, yeah, I would have cut everything, cut that out of there. But since it's mine, I'm not going to. And I think I'm starting to get close to the end of this, so I probably won't get, I might not get 7 rows out of the rest of this, which is fine, because I think it's already long enough for me. But yeah, no, it was kind of funny when I went and picked my dad up and stuff. There was these 2 ladies, grandmas, or shoot, they probably old enough to be great grandmas, that was in their wheelchair sitting in the hallway, and my dad had made friends with them, and they were commenting everything on how sweet and everything he was, and courteous and everything, and I told him that well, if my grandma, his mother, was still alive, and if he wasn't, she would have him over her knee, and he would be getting not a spanking, a whooping. And my grandma was not a very big lady. She was on the short side. But when she spoke, you listened. And you did what she told you to do. No matter how old you were. Because I do remember, oh gosh, I was probably 6, 7 years old or something. And she was sitting in her chair. And I think I was sitting either in a chair beside her or sitting on the floor or something. And my dad, and we were in her house, and my dad was standing up. I don't remember what was going on or what happened, but I remember these words. She pointed her finger up at him, and she told him, and she meant every word of it. She was very stern with him. And she looked up at him and said, "You're never too old for me to bend over my knee." And he goes, "Yes, ma'am." Because he knew good and well and stuff, she meant it and she would do it. And I just sat there and I'm like, and here was my dad, a grown man, married, and already had 2 kids, me and my brother. And she was letting him know that he was never too big or too old for her to discipline him. And so that stuck with me. And we still giggle about that. And those ladies, they chuckled about that. But everybody there, everything, they were really nice, really friendly. But no, when we got out to the car, my car, he started checking his pockets, going like, "Uh-oh." And I go, "What?" He goes, "My cell phone." So I checked his bags thinking, well, maybe he stuck it down in one of the bags that had his clothes in it and his shoes and, his shoes and different stuff. And there was another bag that had some medications and stuff in it. And I'm like, yeah, no, it's not in there. He had left it up in his room that he was in. So I go running back inside to the front desk and said, his cell phone, we believe it's in his room. So the girl, the reception desk, so she calls up to the floor where he was at and asked one of them if they could go check his room for his cell phone, and if they could please, if it's there, if they could please bring it down. So they checked and they called and said, yeah, it's here and stuff, and we're bringing it down. So I'm like, yay, good. But see, there's where that fluff is, and see, there's where my stitch is, and then when I come back, that'll help secure that. Yeah, I might be able to get, and I know for sure I'll be able to get one more row, maybe two, and then we'll be ready for doing the border. See how much time we have left when I finish up this row. And I might be able to squeeze in another row. And then that might do it. And then we might be able to go straight into doing the border. But I'd like to use up all of this doing the rows. So that's what I might do, is just keep going until I have to add the next skein in to finish up, if I have to finish up a row, and then once I finish that row, then start the border. Then that way I've already got the new skein attached. And because my ball is already down, down to here. So I'm getting there, guys. We'll be almost done with this one, and then I'll pick up the other one that I had started, and then I will work on that one until on my Crochet Monday videos, until that one is done. And then I'll start a whole new project with you guys. I do have the Windermere blanket that I want to finish, but that one that one I will probably work on off camera and just give you guys updates on my live stream on how that one is going, because I need to pick that one back up and finish that one. Right now I'm working on another shawl. So once I finish that shawl, and I'm almost done with it. I'm at the halfway point with that one, and I might post a picture on my post. Oops, sorry, on my post tab. Of what that one is looking like right now, and on the Facebook and on my Facebook group. Okay guys, I am stopping there. I have completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 completed rows, and I only have this much yarn left. I will continue with this, doing rows until I add the next skein, and when I add the next skein, then I will finish that row, depending on where I'm at on the row. When I add the yarn, and I'll put a stitch marker indicating where I added the last skein. I'll finish up the row, and then I'll start the border, and then we will be done. And I have used, let me see, do I have all of the ball bands in here? I have used 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be, once I'm done with this, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full skeins of this yarn, plus part of the 6th one. So, okay guys, thanks for joining me today. And like I said, I will probably give an update as far as how many rows I was able to complete with the rest of this yarn, starting with where we started at today. And then next Monday, we will be on doing the border, finishing up the border. And I will probably, maybe, I don't know if I will be still working on the border, or if I will be at the point, I mean, doing just the regular single crochets. if I will still be doing just that, or if I will be at the point to where I can show you guys that that special single crochet. So until next time, bye everyone.